Maria Garcia de Fleury. April 2nd marked another anniversary since the death of John Paul II in 2005. This holy and very beloved Pope, of whom the Reverend Billy Graham, minister of the Baptist Church, whose sermons were very famous, said, Pope John Paul II was without a doubt the most influential voice for morality and peace in the world during the last 100 years. He was convinced that the complex problems of our world are ultimately moral and spiritual in nature, and that only Christ can free us from the chains of sin, greed, and violence. Karol Wojtyla was elected in 1978, being only 58 years old, as the 263rd successor of St. Peter the Apostle. He took the name of John Paul II and served God and the Church as pontiff longer than any of his predecessors. He was the first Polish pope and the first non-Italian pope elected in 455 years. For years, John Paul II suffered from a neurological disorder believed to be Parkinson's disease. As his health worsened over the years, he offered everyone the powerful testimony of suffering. Today, we remember one of the most moving and heartbreaking moments of his life that occurred on the night of Easter Sunday, 2005, when he appeared at his window for the last time to bless the crowd gathered in St. Peter's Square, and we remember the frustration of the Holy Father, who so clearly wanted to speak to the faithful and was unable to do so due to his deteriorating physical condition. Pope John Paul II passed away on Saturday, April 2nd, 2005 at 9:30 at night, just 6 days after Easter at the age of 84 and in the eve of the Feast of the Divine Mercy. The American president at that time, George W. Bush, said of him, "The Catholic Church has lost its pastor. The world has lost a champion of human freedom and good will for everybody." A faithful servant of God, we will always remember the humble, wise, and fearless priest who became one of the greatest moral leaders of history. United States Secretary General Kofi Annan said, aside from his role as spiritual guide to more than 1 billion men, women, and children, he was a tireless advocate for peace, a true pioneer in inter-religious dialogue, and a strong force for critical self-evaluation of the Church itself. His compatriot, Polish Lech Walesa, a union leader, added, "Without him, there would be no end of communism, or at least it would have happened much later, and the end would have been bloody." Cardinal Egan, Archbishop of New York, noted, "He brought the gospel to every corner of the world, proclaiming the dignity of every human being, the rights of the poor, and the evils of war, in season and in out of season." In short, he was a worthy successor to the humble fishermen of Galilee, upon whom the Lord built his church. Friends, very literate, influential people from all sectors of life, mourned John Paul II and recognized his importance for the growth of faith and peace in the world. Pope John Paul II taught not only how to live, but also how to die, uniting his sufferings with those of Christ, because during his life he knew that with God we always win.